This is Vinesh. I'm 15 years old. My question is, whenever someone puts you down, how do you push yourself back up?
Vinesh, it's tougher when you're 15 as you're building your self-esteem and your foundation of your life. But listen, if you're 45 and there's 62, there's so many people right now that are not doing what they love because they're worried about what other people think or what other people say, especially your inner family. We've talked about this at length. I'm very passionate about this. I'm so grateful that I don't give a crap what anybody thinks of me while equally caring. It's incredibly important to me what Indy or D-Rock or Stefan think of me. It's incredibly important. It's stunning though how anti-establishment or how much I would push back when they would try to impose their will on me. And that's a very important differentiation. Actually, that's one of the first times I've ever kind of articulated this way, and I like this. There's a very big difference between what one thinks of you and what one tries to do by imposing their way on you. I'm very open, empathetic, and quite self-aware of what everybody thinks of me and pander to it, react to it, and adjust to it. But for somebody to try to impose their way on me without knowing me is just super not interesting. And so, I was able to navigate through junior high and high school and really not struggle with peer pressure. I just very honestly thought I was better than everybody. I didn't act that way. If you go find all the kids that went to high school with me, I don't think any of them say that I walked around with like I was cooler than them. That would have been very hard as a 4'11" freshman that was being made fun of for not being 5 foot. It's how I thought inside, and I think there's a lot of intestinal fortitude, to use a Gorilla Monsoon term. That's when wrestlers would get beat up, but then they would fight, like the Hulkster and Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior. That was the whole kind of like genre of the 80s, get beat the crap out of it, and then all of a sudden. And so that's kind of how I am. Like I can take a lot, and then all of a sudden, fight back. And so, there's nothing I can say other than when you're 15 now, when you're 51, or when you're 91, you're gonna be stunned how little you care, how little it mattered. And this includes your parents and your siblings and even your children. This is an intense thing. This is a very intense thing. But if I could wish anything besides health on people, there's a lot. I say this saying a lot. There's a lot of traits I like, self-awareness, everything. But man, there's unbelievable happiness that comes along with self-belief and recognizing how this plays out.